Thank you everyone for having me here. I'm so excited to be in the Philippines. I was just trading notes with Ernest over there. I was like, what year and what day did we actually meet each other? It was amazing. It's September 23rd, 2015 is when Ernest and his friends first came to Taiwan. That was slightly about 6 months after we launched our first vehicle. And Ernest said, you gotta come to the Philippines. Your idea and what Globe is trying to do and what Ayala is trying to do is dovetailing with each other very well. I gotta say, outside of our preference in hairstyle, we actually have a lot in common between Gogoro and Globe and Ayala Group. We started the company wanting to make cities smarter, cleaner, and safer. I think that, as Jaime also was whispering to my ear, that is the fundamental thing that we need to do for our future generation. Innovators, business leaders, and marketers like ourselves, and people that create product and services really need to think about how our future generation can live in cities that are going to be much better for them. Through, of course, in my background, doing smartphone, through digitization and electrification of cities. Nobody does digitization better than Globe today at 917 Venture. Of all the partners I've seen around the world, the amazing things and changing lifestyle that Globe has been able to bring to the public is something that we admire and something we think we find a lot of synergy in. If a lot of people ask us, you see the pictures of Gogoro, if you search on Gogoro's internet, you see vehicles, you see swapping battery. But fundamentally here, I want to deliver a message to everyone. What Gogoro is about using technology to create sustainable solutions. Anything that uses technology to make our cities better for tomorrow is something that we focus on and we work on. Since we actually last talked, right, in our first met, over 11 million two-wheelers has been placed on the soil over 1,000 islands in the Philippines. And the sales has been doubling year on year, every year. But unfortunately, those sales in vehicle and the penetration of vehicle is phenomenally skewed to ICE and gasoline vehicle. With only less than 1% of vehicle on the road today being electric. Every time I think about gas vehicle, I think about 10 or more years of pollution. Every vehicle that we actually put on the ground as gasoline vehicle continue to generate pollution year on year more for the next 10 or more years, with some vehicles going as long as 20 years. The sooner we can do something about it, the sooner we're going to make the world a better place. But the fundamental challenge we have is, how do we make, we would talk about electric, but the biggest barrier to electric has always been in infrastructure. Look at this parking lot in the Philippines. This is how you park. Can you imagine trying to actually put charging pole and trying to organize this parking situation? It's an impossible task. That fundamentally is a thesis where we started. We wanted to create a better, more superior way, and more easy, safer way for consumers to actually swap batteries and refuel their vehicle. That's why we came up with Swap and Go. In just 6 seconds, when you deplete batteries after over 100 kilometers on riding range, you can actually stop by one of our stations, put it in, and within 6 seconds, a fully charged battery is popped up, making refueling actually even faster and more convenient than going to a gas station. With that thesis, our success in Taiwan has enabled us to bring this technology and bring our solution to partner with the Ayala Group, 917 Venture and Globe, to bring our solution to the Philippines. Today in Taiwan, we have over 2,200 locations, almost 2,300 locations, and over 1 million batteries now fully deployed with over 2 gigawatt hour of batteries in the hands of our customers. Stations like this can actually service more than what a gas station can service on a normal operating hour. A station like this, with a 6-second swap and go, can service thousands of consumers. Not only are our stations servicing for mobility, but just last week, we announced actually over 2,500 locations by the end of this year, over 1,500 locations all across Taiwan to now be able to do what we call virtual power planting. So mobility, of course, is a very important part of an energy grid solution, but also at the same time, how do we help the Department of Energy? How do we help as cities grow bigger, how do we enable the reserve power that we have in the station to actually work better with the grid? In Taiwan's scenario, the grid actually requires more power 30 times a day for about 1 to 2 minutes each time. Then they don't need to build extra capacity. That is one of the side benefits of actually building such a network. Our batteries can also service other things to enable smart city. So by the end of this year, we'll also be actually enabling a lot of street corners to now back up power for the traffic light, making it safer for the city as cities experience brownout or blackouts, stabilizing for safer, more smarter, more connected cities. We also use our battery pack to actually enable smart city to happen, making smart parking to happen through swappable batteries. And I'm really excited to announce the first ever Go Station to be live right outside this building starting today. And I want to thank the teams, both the Globe team and also the Gogoro team, working together to bring that to reality today. Now we got a great way to actually overcome the infrastructure challenge. Being able to swap instead of charging. No wait time. The next challenge we have was to really create and use technology to create a safer, a smarter, an easier way to use and a funner solution than when compared to a gas vehicle. We need to simply make it irresistible to go electric. That's what we've been focusing on a lot inside Gogoro, to create great product and great user experience so that we can actually convince a consumer to give up the legacy usage of a gas vehicle or commuting by gas and going toward an electric solution and a digital solution. We focus a lot on product design, enabling great superior performance while also having great safety features. Today, in Gogoro, our portfolio is very broad. We have something for the sport enthusiast. We have something for people that want to carry their family from point A to point B. We have something for very convenient and easy to use lightweight usage. We even have a vehicle that's designed by our entire women team for the women market. Really thinking through, yeah, there you go, women team, women's street. I wasn't allowed to actually join that team. So I feel very jealous knowing that actually, these guys actually created one of the best-selling vehicle in the Gogoro portfolio. Women really said to us, the female team said to us, two-wheeler has been so male-centric for years. Let us take a crack at it. And they did. They created one of the best vehicles in our portfolio. Now, that said, I talked a lot about digitization. Digitization does not just enable smart features to happen on the vehicle, but also can enable a lot of safety feature as people think about adopting two-wheelers as a mode of transportation versus using the public transportation or using a gas two-wheeler or actually using a car. I'll give you a couple quick examples. The fact that our vehicle has traction control, all done without computer units that's on our vehicle, being able to actually know whether or not it's raining outside or not raining outside through the connectivity through the Globe SIM card says, hey, this vehicle right now is in a rainy spot. The vehicle changes and adjusts to the performance so that the consumer can be safer when it rides. Yet another great example of that. And then, last but not least, one of the features I love the most, and that does not come with even the most expensive two-wheeler. After you make a turn, just turn off the signal because it knows from a GPS location that it has actually made a right turn or a left turn. Smart features that actually enable a wealth full of, a wealth portfolio full of safety features that we can offer to consumers. We were the first to actually let a vehicle be securely actually locked via your Touch ID, Face ID, or other safety features come with a lot of different Android phones and other phones. We have an ability to take a lot of those smart device features and actually put it on the vehicle. Since 2015, this is one of the biggest, hottest topic that that Ernest said to me. He said, "You got to make sure your security system is good." The Philippines has 1,000 islands. We love the Filipino, but 1,000 islands is a lot of places to track down the vehicle if something doesn't work or somebody runs away with somebody else's vehicle. I'm happy to be here to tell everybody, actually since 2015, we're at near zero theft. Because when you subscribe to the Gogoro network, when somebody steals your key off your desk and ride off with the vehicle, all you have to do is report that theft, and the entire network will look for that battery and then lock that battery so that the thief, when they swap a battery, the vehicle is stuck. No power, so the vehicle can't go anywhere. And then we recover our battery also at the same time. Great technology solutions for a growing cities for tomorrow. Of course, everybody knows electric. When they buy an electric four-wheeler, the first thing they do is say, wow, that throttle feels great. Same thing with the Gogoro. Because of electric immediate power, we're able to deliver a thrilling experience to the consumer, right? Being able to actually outperform a gas vehicle in every way, from technology to performance to CO2 emission to just overall rideability of the vehicle. Our battery swapping with 2 batteries, which power some of our vehicles today, can go over 170 kilometers in range. Now, it all depends on how fast you ride and how much you load up, but we're seeing consumers riding over 100 kilometers consistently through the battery swapping solution. Because of all these great technology, when we first started in 2015, when we launched the first vehicle, Taiwan was very similar to where we are today in the Philippines. Less than 1% of all vehicles sold in Taiwan at that time was electric. A lot of people told me this is an impossible market to crack, to actually convert a gas vehicle user to come to electric. I'm happy to report that as we grow in the Taiwan market, we went to mid-teens when it comes to market share. 18% in metropolitan areas, and even in Taipei, where the capital of Taiwan, we actually at one point hit 26% market share. 1 out of 4 vehicles sold was electric, all because of the battery swapping solution. Today in Taiwan, the overall market share for electric vehicle out of that 18%, 90% is Gogoro and Gogoro's partners. We work with partner vehicles, also like Yamaha, like Suzuki Taiwan, and other vehicle makers, and together combined, we have greater than 90% market share, proving that battery solution, or battery swapping solution, was the game changer and will be the game changer as we move into the future. Today, we have slightly over 500,000 riders riding our network, and through that, we've learned a lot. We've brought a lot of robust technology together. We've proven it out, and I'm very excited today that we're bringing to the Philippines the first ever Gogoro vehicle, one of our most popular models, the Gogoro Premium, so that we can actually start our pilot program as we plan our commercialization for the later part of this year.
You got me saying words in my head, fill my mind with these images. You calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and telling no when you're coming back around.
Thank you very much for having me here. And I think look forward to the day that all of us can enjoy the Gogoro and the battery swapping, and we can change the lives of Filipinos, change the landscape of the cities we have, and make the Philippines a greater, cleaner, smarter, safer country as we move forward into the future. Thank you very much.